Shalom, Barakatha Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Chachadash, the ones of the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to brothers and highways and byways doing the work sincerely and faithfully and continually fighting that good fight of faith, Lord willing, we are finding that number to be the living. All right? So, I'm going to say this, the rubber's meeting the road, and all roads are leading to the chip. All right? And this is what's being pushed throughout the four corners of the earth. And it may not be being pushed by mainstream media as hard as it should be, but it's going to come to that. All right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, in no particular order, just scroll and go through some random videos just to show that this is going to be the way of the future. All right? You Israelites out there, and I'm talking to the so-called other camps who are in denial that this thing is what Revelation, speaks of. All right? The day is going to come, you're going to wake up and be totally cut out. All right? So again, there's going to come a time you're going to hit that crossroads, And a lot of you people, you Israelites, you other camps, you're going to take this thing because you're believing in a man by the name of Christ. All right? You're believing that the word that is spoken of is not what's happening in this time period. So therefore, you will not be defended. The Lord's going to turn you over to your own ruin, where you're going to finally break down and just go ahead and get that thing because you're hungry or your family's hungry or, primarily because you don't believe it's what's spoken of in the book of Revelation. All right. So without any further ado, no particular order, I'm just going to scroll through a couple of these videos and let's check it out.
I implanted an RFID chip into my hand. User discretion advised, but here are the details. I purchased the RFID implant from DangerousThings.com. This is a dual chip RFID NFT implant kit. It comes pre-sterilized with all of the implant tools and instructions that you need to do it yourself at home. All it took was a little bit of convincing and a couple of beers, and my buddy was ready to perform surgery. At the end of the day, surgery was a success. Call me crazy, but the possibilities are endless, and I can't wait to see what future projects I work on with this thing. I implanted an RFID...
When this guy made his payment at the shop, he casually tapped his hand on the scanner, and to the cashier's surprise, the payment went through, leaving him stunned. What he didn't know was that the guy had a tiny chip implanted in his hand called an RFID chip, and it works in a way similar to a credit card, just with more features. The chip is inserted with a small injection and sits just under the skin, which is later programmed using a phone. After that, it's like having a hidden superpower with which you can unlock doors, make payments, and even open your car doors. When this guy made his...
So the very first chip that I got was this one, and this was very experimental. So a doctor, used a little scalpel and placed it. But as we started to make products out of this, we put them into pre-sterilized injectors. So it's just like getting an injection, really. But now that process can be done by our partners, which are mostly body piercers. They're very familiar with skin, aseptic procedures, needles, things like that. So it's a very quick and easy process that's actually safer than getting an ear piercing. There's a lot of misconceptions. A lot of people are kind of educated by Hollywood movies, which is fantastical nonsense. There's no power when it's not, very close to a reader. So it's not tracking you, it's not GPSing, it's not doing any of that nonsense. Being able to secure things like banking transactions, Bitcoin transactions, the really important things about your digital identity that are now merged with your biological identity. That's a very important thing. Normally you have something that's secure, but it's not convenient, or it's convenient, but it's not secure. Implants have a chance to break that paradigm so that you can do something that's secure while being convenient, or it's more secure because it is convenient to be secure. So this is an example of just a vent safe that looks like a vent, but it's actually safe.
I'm at Whole Foods and I'm about to pay for my groceries with my... That's the coolest thing ever.
What if you could pay for your shopping with just a wave of...
Paying with chip implants at self-checkout. Follow for more shopping.
I decided to implant an RFID chip in my left hand. I figure, if my cat has an RFID tag, why can't I get one? So I implanted a chip, about the size of a grain of rice, in my hand. And now I can read and write to it using an RFID tool. I use an RFID key card at work and decided to clone my key card onto my hand.
I can access all kinds of things.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that shit in slow motion, yeah.
There's something here. Sync up. What is it? Down.
Don't touch it, feel it.
Oh yeah.
Alright, thanks so much, guys.
Yeah, and then open up. Yeah, cool. Alright, ease off, again, sit right here. Let's have you breathe in and breathe out. There's that. There goes a little plunge. There you have it.
Paying at Tesco with chip implanted in my hand.
Let's kick it. Alright, stop. Collaborate and listen. I
The cat is inside my hand.
Hey, priceless reaction to chip implant.
I implanted.
I am a cyborg now. RFID chip implanted in both hands. Here is why you should do it too. Did not hurt much. Much less than it should do. Thanks, numbing gel. Now I can open doors, cars, send data to any phone. I am a cyborg.
Fueling up my car with chip implant.
Do ba 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 do boo do a boo ba do ba do boo boo ba do a do ba do ba do.
Fueling up my.
All right, so you get the gist of what's happening here, right? And the majority of the people, you know, there's a large portion of people out there that have no idea about this new technology coming. They're absolutely oblivious. You can, go around and talk to a few people and mention, the RFID chip, the implant. They're like, what are you talking about? All right. But the time is now coming where it's going to be mainstream. And if you notice, damn near everybody in this video were Edomites. So they're going to be the first ones out there to really, try to streamline, the receiving of it by telling you it's so great, it's convenient, and our people going to take it, because they're going to pretty much be under duress. They ain't going to be able to have no food, feed their family, or the Section 8, what have you. Any government assistance that may be out there that you people may be receiving, if you want to continue with that government assistance, you're going to have to get that chip. Right? It's clear, man. It's plain and simple. Do not listen to these other guys who are telling you that it's an embargo, it's sleeping with white women. This is about to get real serious. All right? It's about to get deadly serious. Now, if you want to continue on that path, listening to these guys telling you all kinds of stories, go right ahead, be our guest. But you will know, okay? You will know that this thing has been prophesied about over 2,000 years. When your ass tries to go up in the supermarket, when you try to go to the ATM, when you try to access these kiosks, whatever they may be, you're going to know that, wait a minute, maybe this is the chip. Maybe this was the things that these men have been telling us about all this time. All right? So be aware, be ready. The time is coming.